Hey St. Luke's, Pastor Scott and Paula here. We just want to take a second and share with you about the Praise Walk that's coming up this coming Saturday. We realize some of you have had some experience and it's like, okay, I know what a prayer walk is. And others are like, I'm not sure what that is and I don't know that I can walk and I don't know that I want to be around a bunch of people. So this one's a little different. This is something you can do wherever you are, wherever you may be Saturday. And even from the comfort of your home. And so we're joining, so it's a little different. So share with us how it's similar, but more importantly, how it's different we can participate.
Exactly. We're all going to be praying the same thing from these guides that we put out. And we have the link, even here on Facebook, I've posted it.
Sure, so we can download it from our computer. You don't even have to come into the church.
But we do have some available here. So it's the same in that we all pray the same thing at the same time. But we are going to be scattered, as you like to say, around the city and around the area so that we can cover the whole area with prayer. And I believe that that's exciting and that it's powerful and that God will use that.
Yeah. And so it's going to be starting at 10. Now we're inviting, if you want to come to the church parking lot, or you just may say, well, hey, I'm not going to come there, but I'm going to be downtown. Start downtown, or if you happen to be driving by and you're by the hospitals, one of the two hospitals, you'll go into that parking lot. So there's a lot of different places. What are some of the places that we could go so we don't have to start at one spot? We can just go to that place.
Just go to the courthouse. Okay. Whatever county you're in, you can go to that courthouse or the Howard County Courthouse.
Yeah.
City Hall, even the jail.
Yeah.
That would be a good place to go.
Yeah, or if you're up north around Grissom, go to the prison.
Sure, sure, absolutely. Schools and churches and hospitals, like you said, and businesses and parks. I believe parks.
Yeah.
And I believe because the weather's going to be so nice, there will be a lot of people in the parks this weekend.
Yeah.
So even at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, probably.
Yeah,
so that will be good. And you know, the manufacturers like Chrysler and GM and Haynes and other smaller enterprises around town. But you know, I have a real passion for this ventilator.
Yeah, how God is redeeming one of our facilities that some of our people used to work in. President, vice president, made national news. But God's been prompting you about that. Share with us a little bit about that.
I just was driving by there and I felt like God was saying He wanted to rebirth something. He wanted to rebirth manufacturing in Kokomo and this area, and that He wanted to do it not just here but across the nation. But He wants to use Kokomo as a springboard, as a starting point for that. Yeah. And so I have been praying into that, and that it's a way of Him breathing fresh air, that pneuma of the Holy Spirit and we're praying on Pentecost weekend, and so just to take that to the next level and to pray into that. And I've shared that with several people, including you, and I know that they're praying into it right now too. So let's get more people praying.
Yeah, and how cool is that? The Kokomo, the city of first, and boy, we've had a tough decade here in Kokomo, and yet here in this season that God didn't cause the pandemic, but He's using it, and even something like that God seems to be rebirthing, breathing new life in so many different ways. So that is pretty cool.
I think so. I get chills, and I have actually driven to their parking lot and prayed already. But it
had no doubt.
But it doesn't matter. We could do that every day.
Yeah. So what else do we need to know as we think about gathering for Saturday? And gathering means wherever you may be, we just happen to be doing it at the same time. And so if you do it at 10, and you say, I can't do it at 10, but 11 o'clock, I'm going to be out. Anytime between 10 and 12, and frankly, if you can't do it in those times, do it whenever you're out. Mm-hmm. But something's going to happen then at noon.
Yes, at noon, we're being asked to kneel if we can.
Yeah.
If our knees allow it. But at any rate, assume a posture of prayer.
Yeah.
And declare that Jesus Christ is Lord.
Yeah.
And what we're talking about there is Philippians 2:10, every knee shall bow and every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. And as we speak that aloud, whether it's out our front door or in the parking lot at Meyer or at the courthouse, wherever we are, that we're speaking that over our city. And I believe God will honor that.
Yeah, and that is really exciting. And you say, well, I really wish I could do that, but I don't feel like it's safe to go out yet. The cool thing is you can do that at home. Use Google Maps. You can go to websites, you can pray, you can call somebody else up on cell phone and just talk, or FaceTime, or many people now have the Zoom app, so go on there and to be able to share, because we're joining and partnering our prayers with prayers around the nation and the world to be able to pray. And this is just one of a couple that prayer movements, prayer experiences that are happening this weekend. And how cool is that this Saturday and then Sunday, Pentecost Sunday, so many things are going to happen with that.
I was looking for something, and you knew that.
Yeah.
That I was looking for something that we could pull our congregation into to do some corporate prayer, yet apart, separate. And this seemed to fill that need.
Yeah, and the neat thing is, depending on your comfort level, your physical ability, or even your schedule, because you may be traveling and you can pray this wherever, and we're partnering together because God transcends time and space. As we have learned during, that we don't have to go to a building, we don't even have to be all together and still be together. So God's going to do something. Let's continue to partner together. And so let us know. Snap pictures, upload your pictures to our Facebook page, or tag us in the Facebook page, or email us, because we'd love to hear and see what you're doing.
I would like to know how God met you in this.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to put that. So know God's going to meet us. Let's partner together, and we look forward to see what God's going to do.